So a few days ago, we finally got a look at Pokemon Legends ZA, and I think it looks really good. I love Kalos, and I'm pretty excited to see what the story's like and what we're going to be able to do in Lumiose. In the trailer, they showed off a few locations, but one in particular caught my eye. This room right here. It probably seems like a pretty standard room, but those of you that played X and Y postgame probably recognize this as Looker's office or the Looker Bureau. Just in case you don't know, Looker is an international detective in the Pokemon universe and has made appearances in a handful of Pokemon games. In Pokemon X and Y's postgame, you help Looker solve crimes that have been happening around Lumiose City. In the first case of the Looker postgame, you and Looker investigate claims from concerned mothers that their children have been playing in dark alleys around Lumiose. While investigating, you meet an orphan girl named Emma and her Esper, Mimi, who live in Lumiose's alleys, and find out that the reason children have been playing in the alleys is to keep her company and protect her. After hearing her story, Looker lets her and Mimi live at the Looker Bureau and essentially becomes her guardian, teaching her things like how to read, write, and do math. After a while, Emma starts to feel guilty, thinking that she and Mimi are becoming a financial burden on Looker. Even though Looker tells her that everything is okay and she doesn't need to worry, Emma goes out and gets a part-time job at the Lysander Cafe, which, unbeknownst to Emma, is a front for a Team Flare hideout. While working at the cafe, Team Flare scientist Xerosic tricks Emma into being a test subject for his new invention, the expansion suit. While in the suit, Emma goes by the codename Essentia. After seeing that Pokemon would rather play with Emma than battle, Xerosic decides to control the suit remotely, which causes Emma to fall unconscious and not remember anything she does as Essentia. Controlling Essentia, Xerosic commits crimes like vandalizing a painting in the Lumiose Museum and stealing Pokemon. This causes the player and Looker to investigate who's behind all of this. Eventually, Looker figures out Essentia's true identity, and the player is sent to apprehend Xerosic. After freeing Emma, Looker tells her that as part of the international police, he needs to leave Lumiose and stop crime elsewhere. However, as a parting gift, Looker buys the building where the Looker Bureau is and gives it to Emma to use as she sees fit. Emma decides to use the building to be Lumiose's head detective and keep the city safe as Essentia with the expansion suit which she got to keep, essentially becoming the Batman of Lumiose. Now that everyone's on the same page, looking at these two rooms, I'm 100% sure that is the Looker Bureau. The two desks are in the same spot, the decor is similar, and there's even a trench coat hanging in the back. Now, what does this mean? It's just a room. However, using clues from the trailer and what we see in the office, we're able to make some pretty solid predictions about what it all means. Judging from everything we see in the trailer, it's most likely that Legends ZA takes place in the future, or at least after the story that happens in X and Y. If it does, then that means that Emma is now the head detective of the Looker Bureau, and that this is her home base. And if I had to guess, I'd say that we won't see Looker at all during ZA, or very little of him at least. The reason I think this is the case is because of the blue trench coat hanging in the background. In every game he's appeared in, Looker has worn the exact same outfit, including his classic brown trench coat. Now you could say that maybe Looker just changed up his style a bit and got a new jacket, and while that's possible, I don't see why Game Freak would do that, considering that all of Looker's appearances have taken place at different points in time. I think it's much more likely that the blue trench coat is Emma's and that she wears a trench coat as a detective because that's what Looker, her father figure and role model, wore. Now, the question is, what role is Emma going to play in the story? And for the most part, we can't answer that question considering we don't know much about Legends ZA's main plot. However, we can make some broad assumptions. Behind the desk in the Looker Bureau, we can see a map of Lumiose City with red string leading from certain places on the map to photos, looking like the Charlie Day meme. I'm guessing that part of the main story, or maybe the post-game story, will be to investigate crimes that have been happening around Lumiose, and someone will point you in the direction of the Looker Bureau, where you will eventually meet Emma. Now, this is a complete shot in the dark, but I'm guessing that maybe Emma will tell you information she's found pertaining to certain places or crimes, and send you on her way, without her. And when you're investigating the places, you might run into Essentia, who you'll end up working together with to solve what's going on. And sometime before it's all over, the player will somehow find out that Emma and Essentia are the same person. If they do go down this route, I hope that they don't treat it like Clive and Clavel, where it's super obvious who it is. It worked well with Clive and Clavel because it was funny and suited the situation, But if they do go with the whole Emma and Essentia secret identity thing, I think it would be cool if it was a little more mysterious, even though we'll probably be able to tell long beforehand. And with that, that's about it for the video. Let me know if you think Looker or Emma, or maybe both, will return, and let me know what roles you think they'll play in Legend ZA's story. I'm actually really interested to see what people think, because a lot of people don't even know who Emma is at all. And I think that bringing back, I personally think she's a well-written character, but bringing back someone like that into the story to use for Legend ZA could be super, super cool. But it depends on how they do it. Honestly, I just hope they do her justice, because I really liked X and Y's post-game story, and Emma is one of the characters that I actually really like from the game, so we'll see where it goes. Also, a little side note, I know it's been a few weeks since I last posted a video. Footage for 2 other videos I had already filmed and kind of ready to edit got corrupted, and I have a concussion right now, but uploads should be back to every 3 to 5 days now, so if you liked what you saw, make sure to subscribe if you want to see more of that content. But otherwise, that's pretty much it. See ya.